This is game one of a three-match series between Bergen Community College and Northeast State Community College. Bergen being from New Jersey and Northeast State being from Bluntfield, Tennessee. This is the second game of the season. As of right now, I believe they're both 1-0. Northeast State has managed to sweep the prior team, and I haven't looked into Bergen enough to know, but this is going to be a pretty good game, I believe. First map being Bind. Looks like Northeast State's going with a Sova, Astra, KJ, and KO setup. Gavi probably going to go with Duelist, most likely Jet here. And the Smokes have switched to Viper. The attacking team, on the other hand, is going with a Brim, Raze, Viper, Sky, and Chamber setup. Should be a pretty good match as we get into it. Let's get her going. The defending team being Northeast first, they have went with a very defender heavy setup, you know, running that KJ. KJ's got set up, and on the attacking side, running a Duelist along with Chamber. They're going to allow themselves to be able to watch flank along with, you know, having that power of being able to clear corners with Race's nades and her boom bot. Their Smokes running Brim and Viper. Brim's going to be able to really boost them, and Viper being a very good smoke for attacker side, but as well as defending.
Placing alarm bot.
Starting with what appears to be a gift. B heavy push. The attacker side will be pushing the defending, stacking A heavier than B, but having that KJ and Sova on B allows them to be able to get that intel and quickly rotate. We shall see what happens here. Gavi going to peek. Hookah is it? I mean, not Hookah. U-Haul. It seems like he's going to sit as Rain appears to know that they are now B long, or them pushing. Sky flashes out, giving the call out. KJ getting the other three teammates to rotate. Looks like Raze will go on a push as they begin to push on the site. Cornbread and Kato get a pick. Snowflake's able to answer with one. Cornbread beginning to push elbow along with Kato. Bullfrogging about to find himself in a hole here. Pushing up behind them now as they've both turned it back. Good for one. Dogging Sky. He's able to kill it before it gets to him. Shaggy holding here with Viper at a standstill. Cornbread peeking the Viper, getting killed. Bullfrogging pushing up. The flash misses. Good for one, good for two. Bullfrogging with two. Clutches the round.
Clutch.
Now this is someone that has improved greatly from like 2 weeks ago whenever I first saw him play. He has put in the time more than almost anyone else on this Northeast State team. And I love to see how far he's came. He went from, you know, aiming body level, he's hitting headshots now, he's peeking angles, jiggle peeking. Really excited to see where he ends up going. Snowflake's here has been playing for a very long time, mainly KJ, and she's got setups. That is how she is heavy. She's very good. Shaggy also with the lineups with Viper. Viper's a very good character to play on defense with her ultimate and Smokes. Seems like they're going for a B push again, maybe a slow B push. Not sure what's going on over here. They're waiting out the Sova dart. KO. Snowflake's watching Snowflake's turret, picks up that there's some B long. No one beginning to rotate. Gavin knocks one down at
Go get him.
U-Haul. As they begin to rotate, Snowflake solo holding the side, all of them going elbow. The Northeast State's starting to realize this. Gabby pushing through teleporter, watching there. Bullfrogging and Snowflake's both holding sight. Snowflakes gets taken down, left with Bullfrogging. As he begins to push on the side,
One enemy remaining.
they get the last one. That is a win for Northeast State, 2-0 right now. We'll see how this next round goes, considering the fact that Bergen will now have full guns, assuming they were able to correctly save their money here. And if we look, yeah, they now all have Vandal and full shield, and they appear to be going B again, which is really surprising considering it hasn't worked the last 2 times. But Northeast State has now stacked A heavy, which is going to work in Bergen's favor. Due to, you know, it's now a 4-on-1. All that's left there is Sova. KJ has now set up on A.
Placing sentry.
Scanning ahead.
Darting long. He doesn't appear to be getting anything. That's due to Bergen sitting there, waiting out the dart, knowing that he's going to do that all around, picking up on it very quickly. Rain appearing to stay, hold down the sight by himself. He hears the hookah. He hears the boombot hookah. He's going to begin to clear sight. He doesn't see anyone up in hookah yet, even though the Raze is holding that corner. As they begin to push on the site with only Sova there, they're going to be able to take it fairly easily. Now playing for retake, Northeast State begins to rotate. The duelist coming in late as Sova begins to push up. Not pushing out of smoke, not taking advantage of the KO flashes that they don't have. As they push out of smoke, that Cornbread killing 3, Kodo getting the last. That is a win for Bergen. They really showed the difference between guns there. They played that very well. KJ once again setting up on B with Sova. This will probably be what they run the rest of this defending half, as it worked the first 2 rounds. And having full buys here, except KJ with Bulldog, really will begin to give them an advantage. Really make it a fair gunfight. There won't be any difference, and it'll all be based on skill from here on out. KO picking up none with his dart onto A. Very slow. Bergen plays very slow. They like slow push. They wait out that Sova dart every round. As 1 pushes up hookah, 3 push up. The KJ turret sees the 3 or 4 on B main, allowing hookah going for the kick. He isn't able to get it. Cornbread killing KJ2. That now leaves the site open for them as they push on. They're able to get Viper on A, but as they play it on B, it doesn't make a difference because now it's a 3v4 for retake. Gavin sits on teleporter, waiting for Shaggy. They're not going to push through it, however. Bullfrogging just holding the flank, but I don't think Bergen is going to play aggressive here. They may be playing just for a save. And if so, it'll be able to, next round, for them to have 3 guns. Chamber holds elbow. They've got someone holding teleport. And yeah, Northeast State seems to be saving this round. Sitting there all with Vandals, holding all possible angles at which Bergen could push them from. But I don't believe it is going to happen. The only possibility is Sky, and she is not going to do so. So that makes it 2-2 Northeast State Bergen. Coming into round 5, KJ and Ray seem to switch spots. They're now sending KJ to A site, where she will, nope, she is going B, where she will once again probably do setups on hookah. They've seen that they've pushed B heavily. Bergen, expecting this, are now pushing A heavy with only sending Rays to B. Let's see if KO expects it. He throws his knife. Zero detection, which is really going to deter them that it may be a B push, along with that pick on Gavi and Hookah. Of course, undergunned here. KJ will not pick this fight. As that Raze rotates off, they begin to early rotate, just giving up the sight. Flash coming out from KO. Since they really did those flash changes, that's a lot more usable now whenever you full flash as opposed to pop flash, cutting it no longer it being because it is half a second shorter. KJ finding Raze. Raze finds her. Sova, destined for the same fate, swings it.
Last player standing. Gets
killed. Last one left is KO. KO kills Raze, keeps her from getting that 4K. With 4 HP, there's not much hope. The Viper swings him. Killed. That is 3-2 for Bergen Community College. Northeast State is going to have to stack differently, it seems, sending KJ and Raze to A or B as opposed to and Sova following. That way they can get the intel and have the power of that duelist. A being less protected, but this may work out for them as, you know, Bergen begins to push B, you know, making Northeast State think they're going to go A again, but they may be one step ahead of them. They're able to hear him B. The recon bolt destroyed. KJ watching Hookah, ready for someone to push out. They're able to hear them. Flashed. That's 2. 3-2, 4-2. With Northeast State having numbers here, it's really careful to play safe. Wait for them to push. They don't have to push anything. Both being in Hookah, they still have Rain watching along. They appear to know that they are both Hookah now, hearing the footsteps. Rain hearing them running along really allows him to more than likely make the call out to the rest of the team, as you see all focus switch to long. As Ray swings him, he sees him close, hears him close. They're good for 1. Chamber teleporting. That is all. Northeast State 3-3 now. Winning that round. It's a big round for them to win, as that stops the momentum that was beginning to be built by Bergen, as they had won 3 rounds in a row. Although they are still able to buy guns, Bergen, of course, at this point may have lost a little bit of confidence due to that very successful round on the B site protection. KO and KJA, Raze, Sova, and Viper B. They begin, KJ once again having setups on short. KO detects none with his knife as he begins to push up showers. KJ also watching showers too, holding the same angle, and don't know if it's a good idea. They molly on Hookah. The Sky, he wastes an ult as Sky peeks him as he is ulting. Sky ults, finding KJ. KJ stuck there on site by herself. Gets 1, gets 2. As Raze ults, that Raze ult misses as they begin to rotate. Northeast State up 1 person right here, need to play careful.
Welcome to my world.
Viper ult. KJ responding with an ult, trying to force her out of her ult. So Brimstone ulting that, ultimately killing the KJ ult. KJ with the pick through the smoke. Taps the fuse, trying to get them to peek. Does well. She's good for 4. She loses the ace. Shaggy versus Raze. Let's see what happens. Viper v Raze. He got a lineup off before he died. Brim did, leaving them with little. Can he get it? I don't think he has the time. That would be 4-3 Bergen. Really well fought there by KJ. The last pick just became an issue with that Raze sitting U-Haul. You know, their top frag doing very well at this point in time. Northeast State here more than likely to save due to the fact that 2 of their people cannot full buy, you know, buying for next. But Bergen, on the other hand, will be able to full buy. Their econ up to this point has been amazing due to that win on that 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. It really allowed them to build up the money needed to be able to buy in these, later in the half rounds. Bullfrogging killed from Shower as Shaggy begins to push up a little bit. Viper with the one-way ulting on site. May have been too early to ult because they can very easily rotate. And that ult only covering half the site still gives them a place to plant. Their Viper picking KJ. Holding it with a shorty. Shaggy has some hope. Doesn't even know, but he's aiming right at him. Gavin and Sova still haven't rotated sides they've planted. They now know where Gavin is pushing out. He's able to do some damage, but not killer. It leaves them with Raze and Sova. As one's up heaven, they both have stingers. Not a lot of hope here. Just trying to hopefully get a pick and get some of those vandals out of hands. And Gavin's able to do that with one, but he isn't able to get the other. Making it 5-3 Bergen. This game has been pretty well so far. Now that Northeast State able to full buy, this should be a round where it all depends on setup, how the setup is put, how everything is pushed. It looks like Bergen is going with an A push, and Northeast State going with a B push, or a heavily B defended due to, well, no, A defended due to Raze's rotate. KJ with the setups on B allows Northeast State to really have an upper hand early. As we switch over to A, you'll see KO slowly pushing up through U-Haul. As 3 of them push up showers. I don't know if they expect that. Shaggy expects it. He swings. He's good for 1. Pushes back, realizing that there's 2 more. The Molly messes up. He still does his job though, keeping them from pushing out. He sees the Viper. The Viper sees him. Rain's still holding Hookah. Bullfrogging.
Spike planted.
Getting ready to swing. Sees the flash. The flash doesn't full flash. They're both able to dodge it. KJ both. They get Bullfrogging through the smoke. This leaves KJ and Sova. The dog doesn't catch KJ. They think it's completely clear. She gets shot through the smoke, leaving only Sova in a 1v4 situation where all he needs to do up to this point is save his gun and maybe pick one off. Getting chased by Viper. I don't know if he expects it. He sees it. Running again, just trying to avoid the contact. And it appears Viper's kindly doing the same now, but as they close in on Rain, he isn't able to get the Viper, losing that Vandal, making their econ just a little bit more difficult to, play. This Northeast State's team is going to have to figure something out because once Bergen begins to build momentum, the mental part of the game begins to go down for the Northeast State team. Hopefully able to maybe get around this round, but more than likely next due to the gun disadvantage this round. They're 4 stacking A, hoping for a heavy A push. It's going to be a sorry surprise when they realize that they're B.
Revealing area.
Shark Dart, Recon Bolt B allows them to realize that they are there, and no one rotates. They are all waiting. As Sova begins to be pushed, they begin to rotate to B, but it may be too late. They're having to play for retake now. The Viper getting
Spike planted.
curious, begins to push out. Rain doesn't even see him. Gabby pushing up behind. Viper was able to get to Sova in that situation. Playing aggressive, Viper fails. He's able to get getting 2 Vandals out of the hands, but Kodo is able to get the 3rd kill of this round and really clutch up there, allowing, once again, putting Northeast State down another round.
That works.
Snowflakes and Sova on B. KJ and Sova, that's a good little mixture as it allows to find if they're there, but also have the setup. On A, Viper and KO both getting aggressive, beginning to flash out. To no avail. So they realize no one's there. They're all B long. as the call out comes from KJ and Rain. They're able to get 2, making it a 4v3, having the upper hand here. It allows them to play careful. They need to play careful because if they lose someone, they're going to be stuck in a bad place. Gavin get full flashed as they all take TP. KJ and Raze will rotate, leaving KO on site allows them to already have some like resistance there with that flash out of U-Haul. Holding site. KJ's looked like she was going to rotate back, but decided against it. Holding U-Haul. Viper clearing corners. The flash coming out. Will he swing? He swings. He gets 1. There's one more. He doesn't hit him. KJ gets him, making it 4-7 for Northeast. Or for
Last
Bergen.
round before the switch.
Northeast doing that allows themselves to have full guns this round. It also stopped their momentum once again as they did 3 or 4 rounds prior in the 6th round of the game.
Placing alarm bomb. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
The setups by KJ seem to not be very effective as they tend to just push through them or pick KJ before she can actually use them. Chamber popping an ultimate there. Gonna see what he does with it as he pushes through. Kuka. He's going to hold their spawn. Sova also ulting up. Everyone using their ults since it being the last round. Once again, they're able to get KJ and not allow her to be able to pop her mollies. Raze gets KO with her ult, leaving it as a 2v4 for Bergen. Gavin and Shaggy both waiting, watching U-Haul. As Raze throws a nade, bounce it off behind her. That was a mistake. He gets wallbanged. Hit for almost. Pumps the ult, uses it, is able to get 1. Let's see what Shaggy can do here in this 1v2 situation. Seems to be playing rather passive despite it being the last round. It may work out in his favor though. As he swings, he don't expect that. That's one good shot, but Cornbread gets him for the second one.
Switching sides.
On Bergen's side of the team, they really seem to be relying on Cornbread to get the picks. Him and Chamber seem to be getting majority of the kills for their team, racking up 27 combined, whereas the 2 top frags from Northeast contain a Initiator and KJ, racking up only 21. The Duelist getting 7 kills, 7 and 9 going negative is not helping them in any way. But we'll see how it goes on the attacking side of things, as they have a rather defensive team built, but Bergen having a, I would say, heavier attacking team built with the Brim. Maria Bergen pushing out of long. Snow KJ putting down her current, doesn't see the Raze coming up behind her. Will she find out the hard way? I bet you she will. She begins to push out. She hears him walking. She's killed. 1 rotates through teleporter.
Right here.
Last
Don't
player
see
standing.
the Viper lurking, leaving only Shaggy once again to fend for himself in a 1v3 with 25 health. The KO trip finds him shower. This is not a very good situation for him to be in. He plants in order to try to get some extra plant money. He doesn't get it down. KO finds him. Makes it 9-4 Bergen. Northeast State seems to be split pushing here, sending 3A and 2B, with their spike just sitting in a corner. hopefully waiting for people to push out as they did from B long before, but it don't appear they're going to be doing that this round. Not moving much. The attacking team and defending team are at a standstill. No one's moving. No one's pushing. Everyone's just holding angles, hoping for the opposing team to eventually push in order to get a pick, an early pick that gives them the advantage. Northeast State, of course, having the gun disadvantage here after losing first round. Hopes for a push. However, with only a minute left, they might have to do something soon. We'll see if one begins to push through showers and what Bullfrogging will do in this situation. It's very quiet up till this point. He begins to push up. Aaron typing sup into the chat to try to, communicate for whatever reason, knowing no one pushes. Bullfrogging appears to about to be killed due to Aaron holding that line of sight, which you can see right there.
30 seconds left.
As he lets it up as they begin to push, they hard push A, all with 30 seconds left. They look like they're going to be able to get the plant
Spike
down. I am
A.
wrong, as Aaron gets the pick on the planter.
Last player
That
standing.
is Vandal down, but she gets killed by Spectre. They're going to pick that Vandal up and have guns. Now that Vandal's going to be a big play in this, as it allows one person on their team at least to have a equal weapon to what all of Northeast has now. And you can see Brim also buying a Vandal, while the rest seem to have Spectres.
That's a good spot.
It appears to be an A push from Northeast, as they all have Vandals and realize they wouldn't likely have a gun advantage. However, Chamber with an AWP gets a pick on KO early in the round. That's going to put Bergen up, as it allows, they don't have to take one-on-ones anymore. They can 2-on-1 everything. If they lose one and trade, they're still up on the amount of players. As he swings shower, he loses to Aaron. Aaron
Spike
also getting
down
shaggy. Leaves it with a 2v5 with KJ and Raze versus their whole team. Not playing with each other by any means. KJ is good for one, gets the Viper that have killed two of her teammates up to this point. As she begins to switch, she gets a Rager. Doing the same, he throws his nade, misses the nade, he sees him, he gets the kill, leaving it with a 1v3 with all of them pushing up behind him, and he does not know. He hears it. He sees the Raze throws a nade, trying to force Gavin into a corner really. The Boomball also doing the same. He's now stuck, as Bergen gets another one. $11-4 for Bergen right here. Just 2 more rounds needed for them to win this first of the 3, or best of 3 games. There's be an A push from Northeast, but it looks like Bergen may also push out long. Once again, like they did the first round of the game, pistol round, they tend to play more aggressive than what Northeast State expects. Something new, something they haven't played against up to this point. They're able to find Viper early, but aren't able to get a pick on it. They get a trade.
Spike
Gavin
down
for
A.
Rain for Viper. Chamber sitting heavy with the AWP, gets a pick on KJ. And then on Bullfrog, and shoots the smoke to no avail.
Last player standing.
They get the plant down, hopefully for some extra plant money, even though they appear to be buying next. He's able to get one, kills the boom bot, and he's not good for the second. As Bergen will be winning this 12-4 now. Just needing one more round.
Teleport's ready.
Taking time to defuse the spike for whatever reason.
Match point.
Northeast State appearing to push B. This is going to be interesting, as Bergen appears to be sending 2, maybe 3 people B long to fight it. We'll see how this fight plays out. Early smoke coming down from Bergen as all three of them tend to push out. Pushing up, they flash out, able to flash too good with the lead. They get Rain and KJ. All that's left is
Last
Viper.
player standing.
Viper loses to the pistol, and Bergen wins
Defenders
match
win.
1.
They are so dead.
This now leaves Northeast State with the map pick and Bergen with the side pick. On what side's wanting to be played? Looking at the scoreboard here, it really looks like Bergen had 3 people with high elims, high kills, and Northeast State all kind of grouped together, not able to really put it all together in order to beat those 3 on the Bergen side. As you can see here, Northeast State winning just about 1 in every 3 rounds up until round 11, where it really came back to bite them. You can see Cornbread with 22 and 11 getting that 2.0 KD, really showing that he is probably the strongest one on the team on the killing side of things, whereas Viper and Chamber also able to get the getting a high KD. Map 2 appears to be Ascent. And it appears that, as they try to figure out teams here, that Northeast State will be attacking and Bergen will be defending. Cornbread asking if Northeast State is ready. On Ascent, looks like Gavin going Reyna, keeping that what appears to be KJ and KO build, along with a duelist. Rain more than likely going to go Sova, as Shaggy appears to play Smokes, and on the other side of things you have Bergen running Omen as their Smokes and Fade. Duelist being Jet right now. See who they pick for the last 2. Looks like a Breach. Maybe for his flashes. And a KJ. With Northeast State attacking first, KJ is going to be really not a whole lot of use util wise on this map, as KJ is a very defensive heavy player, or post plant player. If they're able to attack on
Choose your agent.
On B, then KJ is going to have a hard time getting out of there from where she's at. This is match 2, best of 3. Northeast State versus Bergen Community College. Northeast State being from Bluntville, Tennessee, and Bergen being from Bergen County, New Jersey. Northeast State this round appearing to be split pushing, sending Reyna and their smokes A or mid. More than likely A, as Bergen is going to be pushing out of A main, it appears. We're going to see what happens here as Bergen begins to push out of sight. Getting the line of sight. Astra in Astral form. Bergen pushing up, playing very aggressive, checks left. Astra's able to get one. I don't know if she expects the second. They see each other. Astra playing very passive, waiting for them to push as she appears to rotate back at the same time. She pushes back, Fade rotating off. With mid control between Sova and Reyna, and KJ slowly pushing up. B main. They hear them dog behind them. Gavin getting ready to swing. Rain holds that. Playing off contact, it appears. Geo swings. He sees nothing. Holding that cross angle, Fade waiting for someone to peek. As he walks into the line of sight, there's three of them that push up. Fade gets one, getting Gabby, getting the duelist. KO up top, planting. Northeast State gets the plant down, getting that extra plant money at the very least. Kodo gets one, leaving it at a 3v2 for Bergen. Cutting it down to a 2v2, KO is able to get one. Getting shot through the smoke due to the Fade. Rain able to get both, clutching up the round 1-0. Seems to be a common occurrence for him on pistol round, as he did that last game as well. Northeast State here going to buy Spectres, going to have the gun advantage. It'll be interesting how they decide to push in this situation.
Turret out.
Stop their breach at all costs.
So with the lineups here, we'll be shooting a dart that will land on B site. Not detecting anyone, however.
That's it, pulling them in!
Shaggy pushing out of the smoke. With Omen on the back of sight, I don't know if Northeast State expects it. They know it now due to him throwing his blind. Rain sees him. Shaggy trying to get the pick on him. I don't know if they will be successful in doing so. They should be with the classic. They're able to do so. Shaggy getting the final shot. Vayne pushing out. They know there's one with logs. Just leaving it to a 2v2 situation. See how Northeast State decides to play this. Holding cross angles. Shooting two shock darts at where he believes Breach is. Breach throwing a flash. Doesn't appear to flash. Sova, I believe he gets him there as he begins to push through.
Last player standing.
He gets one. Will he get both? They need this round. He isn't able to get it. That hurts Northeast as they were up on weapons and they lose them all.
Next time we'll use wooden sticks. Make it fair.
Northeast appearing to default here. Sending two towards A and two towards B. I believe one B going mid. KO peeking mid with Marshall is going to be Jet. See what happens here. Jet pushes down without peeking. KO peeking. He knows one there. Jet hit 101 by KO. Has the upper hand. KJ peek. Jet peeking again, killing KO. Snowflakes gets one, making it a 3v4. Although they do not have the gun advantage, KO popping mollies in hopes to keep Northeast State from pushing out. Haley, she doesn't see her to the left. She gets Gabby too, leaving it in a 2v3 for Sova and Astra.
Last player standing.
Toto gets another. Sitting with 3 right now. Shaggy's able to pick him off, peeking mid. As he begins to push up a little bit with the spike here, he really has the ability to rotate if need be.
$30 seconds left.
Peeking angles, holding angles. Bergen, no, he hasn't rotated. He may have saw him there. Knowing seeing these smokes, they now know he's there. Breach stuns him. He's able to run out using Astra's smoke pullbacks. Peeking, he is dead. Omen getting him. Bergen up 2-1 right here. As Northeast State will be able to both pull by, but Bergen having 2 people not able to. They may be bought for though, however, due to 2 of their teammates having the funds to do that.
Turret out.
KJ, instead of getting full bot, decides to just run a
Placing swamp
Spectre,
grenade.
setting
Placing swamp
up
grenade.
on B, hoping that for them to go lane. As Northeast sends 3A main, as well as Spike as he ults.
You are divided!
Now they appear to have planned for this pre-game as they get ulted. Aaron able to get 2 right there. Bullfrogging, knifing Kevin. Planting the spike, getting that extra plant money, getting spiked down. Able to get out of the breach concuss. As you have Shaggy sitting wine. Gavin sitting under hill. Or in hill with is able to get Jet, which had knives. Uses his Rainer Dismiss to get out of there. Kevin again gets killed, leaving Shaggy to play after the ult. He swings. Breach is able to flick onto him and kill him.
Talk. Not your day, is it?
Turret out.
Northeast State going to do a B push here, maybe going to take mid. They appear to be doing so as Gavi, KO, and Shaggy push out. Snowflakes gets picked early, and so does
Down
Rain.
B.
Aaron able to get a 3rd before getting killed by Gavi. Shaggy able to kill
Last player standing.
Fade with Ange killing Shaggy for the final kill of the round.
Turret out. Turret out.
The attack seems to be split from Northeast here. Breach tries to concuss. KO peeking mid. See if he can get mid control. KJ pushing up. It's KJ and Sova in the main. KJ retreating while Jet continues to push up. Spraying through the smoke, no avail. He's to actually swing a for them, not be holding. See, KJ turns it back.
One down.
Mistake as Jet gets hurt. Now knowing that someone might be there, he loses. Sova winning the fight against Jet. But not before Jet was able to hit KJ. Sova only being on 30 HP here really doesn't give Northeast State a lot of hope. As Gavin swings, hit on this one,
Last
someone below the
player
stairs,
standing.
way through the box. And Dave able to get that shot on Rain. On another save round, Northeast State really needs to change something that they're doing with their push. Maybe they should try hard pushing A. As the one round they've done that, they were able to actually get a plant down. It's the closest they've had a round to win
Can I get
since
this?
pistol round.
Marked one.
Hey, knowing that KO is outside of B. Pushing dogs, and KO's killed on Cat. Playing quiet. Northeast State's pushing very quietly up A main. Oh, smoke goes down as he's peeking. He's lucky no one was peeking.
Still in sight. Pardon their vision.
Push out. They flashed out. They get flashed by Omen. They now know they're all there. KJ not ulted yet. Realizing that they don't have the guns for a ult round. Rain pushes out. See one of them. And they also get flashed by Breach. Two flank as KJ retreat or Jet retreats. They just don't know it. Jet's pushing back up. They don't expect it. They get
30
they
seconds
get
left.
Sandwiched by Jet and Breach, leaving Rain by himself. Oh, he had Shaggy. Leaving Rain and Shaggy by themselves. As it puts him in a 2v3 situation with a...
Scanning ahead.
10 seconds left.
They push
Last player standing.
through and gonna get shot through Rain. Unfortunately lined up there. They didn't have much hope anyway.
Placing sentry.
6-1. Northeast State will have to change things here if they expect to be able to at least win, you know, out the rest of this half. That's the only hope they have until this point.
It's down. Guns up. Get deadly.
Watch this.
KJ pushing up.
Revealing area.
Along with
You should run. Our spikes that still in sight.
Gash and Flash
Spike
down.
down.
Holds it. Trying to force this alongside the middle. Get away. Even though the time is running up, we want to be able to capture the players and res the KO back up. Why?
Last player standing.
With Kodo able to do the last two again. Ultimately ending the round.
Placing sentry.
Puts Northeast State in a very unfavorable situation as they are able to only halfway full buy into some position anyway, in hopes of winning around before the half is inevitably over. And Bergen, on the other hand, is able to sweep the floor with them. You know, really take advantage of their weak points, push them from behind, flank them when they least expect it. Omen smoking that. Taking a smoke back up. As KO stays and the rest decide to peek mid. As they decide to head back to A main. With early info, it really hits.
Spike down A.
Down
Last player standing.
8 Jet with 4K. She's able to get the last. Made able to do so. Not getting Jet her ace, but it's not necessary in this situation. With 3 more rounds left in this half, if Northeast State doesn't win out here, they're in a very bad place, to say the least. Morale at this point has more than likely been killed. They don't have much hope. None of them fragging in double digits, nor do they have
Hit them fast, hit
a
them
positive
hard.
KD. We'll see what they decide to do, as none of them, or 3 of them able to full buy, and 2 not. They begin to smoke A main again. Looks like Omen might be doing that just out of habit. He tends to do so. Also, smoking B main. However, with them able to clear B main, it leaves Northeast only be at one spot. And that one spot being A main because Bergen is watching mid.
They're suppressed.
He finds one in Market. Shaggy gets a pick.
Power down.
We'll see how Northeast State decides to play this in a 4v4 situation, you know. Both top frags on the team, or no, both duelists on the team appear to be killed.
30 seconds left.
Omen holding smoke.
Stealing sight.
Still in sight as soon as they push out.
Spike
Able to
down
get
A.
1, get 2. As
Placing sentry.
One enemy
Virgin's on
remaining.
3, gets 3. Will he get 4? Breach won't get him before he does. Breach is able to do it with the Phantom, getting rain. Leaving Northeast State down 9-1.
Turret out.
Free gaming here. I'm gonna watch for any battles mid, because I have yet to do this. I want to see how they push mid, in hopes that the teams looking back at this can actually they throw intel A main, not finding Gavin there, as there's a lot of cross angles being held. Vayne and Jet holding mid. They dogged up Cat. KJ peeking them. As Fade throws her pull. Jet beginning to push up to her left. KJ will not, more than likely, not expect that unless she heard her. I think she heard her. She swings. Jet's able to get the kill. Bullfrog is able to trade KJ out. Beginning to swing Cat. He's getting picks from Cat. As on the other side of the map, in an unfavorable spot, Gavin fighting Omen with a nothing but a Deagle or Sheriff.
Last player
Getting picked from
standing.
mid, he gets picked, leaving
Concussing.
Rain gets picked as well by that Fade that has pushed up Cat.
Flash out.
They're down 10-1.
Last round in the half.
This being the last round in the half, Northeast State, not much hope here. You know, down 10-1. It's harder to come back from a 10-1 deficit, although it is not impossible. We'll see how they decide to play.
The hunt begins.
This attack on mid. Get sprayed through the wall. KJ don't appear to be hit. Jet gets picked by Rain. That allows someone to get a Vandal.
Where takes them?
They recognize that it's
You
there.
should run.
KJ ulting. They see the Vandal. KJ pushing up. Those ones more than likely backside. She sees her.
Terminate.
Him
Turrets destroyed.
gets a kill.
Areas clear.
Leaves a 3v2 for Northeast State as
Down. Placing
one
swarm
begins to
grenade.
push from
Placing swarm
B main
grenade.
and the other one from CT. We'll see how Bergen plays this out. Fade with not a lot of
Bring them down.
HP here. Messes her dog up, you know, throws it into a corner.
Where are
Isn't very fortunate. Omen able to pick one. Shooting through the box, hoping someone's there, although
Last
they're
player
not.
standing.
Rain's able to pick the fade lane. Omen swings. Sova peeks. Able to get him. You know, gives Northeast State around. Maybe a little bit of hope. 10-2.
Switching
We'll
sides.
see what they can do here. It's not looking very up for him, but it's possible.
situation.
KJ going A more than likely has a setup, and Sova going B for the intel. KO going mid. He's going to knife the top of cat, it appears, in order to get
Placing sentry.
early intel on where they're at. They appear to be going A as a hard push, which is good, as Northeast State has 3 people stacked there in order to fight that push. However, the KJ appears to not be moving. Oh, there she is. She's back. No. That knife mid. Finds 2. Jet and Breach. However, did get dinked through the wall. He has 11 HP left. That pushes through the smoke. He doesn't expect it. Jet's able to pick off KO. Fade's able to dog Shaggy. The KJ setup's able to kill 1. Gavin able to get 2 picks. Leaving Omen main by himself. Aaron kills Rain. Snowflake sitting Hell and Gabby sitting outside a tree, top cat. Really lets them have a favorable position here as they begin to be pushed from either way. They will know it. Or if he hears them rotate, although Omen is able to get past him with just walking and appears to be rotating to the other side as Jet is going to hold tree and wait for them to push out. Jet, thinking they got past them somehow, leaves.
30
as
seconds left.
Gabby and Snowflakes just hold cross angles with each other.
Spike planted.
They realize they plant on the other side, so they begin to rotate slowly, walking up through grass. Jet, of course, Jiggle peeking the site. About to peek CT, he sees both of them and decides to fall back, hoping he can get them from market and flank around them. KJ and Gabby both pushing up as Jet sits on stairs. Omen smokes.
Turn out.
KJ puts out a turret. It finds no one. KJ gets shot in the back. They're able to kill one. Last one back site. Gavin, we'll see what he does here. He has to push hard in order to get the defuse off in time. I don't think it's even possible by this point. Hopefully to at least get a pick. He does so, getting that extra money with him.
BYB fam, going to Ash.
Show to do them Astro Guardian things I do. Placing
Sentry.
We'll see what happens here as Bullfrogging's watching mid as Northeast State's down 11-2. Not a lot of hope, although they do have the gun advantage. Never mind, as Bergen decided to full buy. 101 on Jet. We'll see what happens. They're able to get one, killing their top frag. KJ able to get Vayne, but traded to... Shaggy gets killed by KJ.
One enemy remaining.
That's a win for Northeast. Very quick round there, as Bergen decided to play aggressive, and it came back to kill them as Northeast State was able to pick them off one by one with Rain getting 2 2 kills with the sheriff in that situation.
Turret out.
See what happens here. Wolf Rocket peeking mid. Misses the shot on KJ. Throws his knife and hopes to find her. He does that as she pushed further up mid.
Here.
See what happens here. Wolf Rocket sitting mid. Pizza with a Marshall. As he begins to back up, he sees him. Misses the shot again. It gets killed by Ainge.
Here.
Snowflakes believe he wants Rain. Sits then waits to use her setup.
Spike
Rain
down,
able to
B.
pick one. Northeast State in a 2v4 here. With KJ and Gabby left. Gabby's able to
player
pick them
standing.
off, but gets traded by the opponent's
Spike
KJ.
planted.
Chaz Vandal, KJ pushes up. Is able to kill the other KJ. He goes to pick up Vandal. Reloading it, of course, with only 5 bullets. One sitting logs, the other sitting stairs. Making noise. She doesn't check logs. And that's where she gets killed from.
Match point.
Northeast State down 12-3 here. Hopefully they can catch a spark somewhere.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Turret out.
Suppressing.
Bullfrogging, throwing knife, hopefully to get early intel. He turns Jet on main. Jet's able to pick off Gabby. As Rain begins to swing Jet through the smoke, Jet pushes out. She pushes onto Switch. Bullfrogging's able to get her on Switch. As they begin to push up A. They take the site. Northeast State now playing for retake in this 4v3 situation, it appears. AJ pushing a little further up grass. Starting to peek tree, even cat a little bit. As Fade pushes out of cat. As soon as KJ ults, KJ manages to kill Fade. However, with KJ getting killed, her ultimate is also destroyed. Northeast State in a favorable position as they're 3-2. Omen sitting hell. Rain gets him.
Last player standing.
She gets him, and Ange clutching the round.
Attackers
1v3 the remaining Northeast State players. And that means Bergen is able to clutch the games. Winning 2-0 in this best of 3.